Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Maddie May here, and I'm really glad you're back if you are coming back, and if you're new, thank you so much for being here. So I'm Maddie May. I go to the University of Tennessee in Knoxville, and I study narrative medicine on a pre-med track. So I'm currently in the smack middle of applying to medical school, and it's been a process. A lot of those questions will be answered today in today's video. But yeah, I just kind of took a couple weeks of intentional break off of YouTube and pretty much all social media. I was on Instagram a little bit reposting things, but I wasn't really putting out my own thoughts for a couple weeks just because some things went down that was out of my control and not related to medical school. But anyways, I just needed a little break, but I am here now. I thought today would be a good video to film, kind of like an update, a Q&A, chit chat, whatever, but I'm gonna mix it in with my vlog today. So I'm gonna just take you guys along my day today. It's actually finals week soon. Finals week starts on Wednesday. It's Tuesday, but I don't have my first exam until Friday. So here, after I give you guys this little intro, I'm gonna start studying for my genetics final that is on Friday. At some point we'll go get Starbucks or a coffee or a vegan meal, and we'll eat it in my car together, and I'll answer all of these amazing questions you guys asked. You guys really came in clutch with some quality questions that I know you guys want answered. So today's kind of like a chill vlog, but also a update, an honest update with you guys, because the fall and winter months are definitely my favorite time of year, but sometimes they are a little roller coastery, so there's a lot of emotions. Yeah, it's just a time of reflection, and I thought this video would be great to upload because I know you guys are going through the same stages as I am. I don't know if I said this, but I'm at my parents' house. I'm gonna be here for most of December. And yeah, I'll be going back to Knoxville for a few days in December because I have some like loose ends I have to tie up in the middle of the month, and then I'll come back to Indiana where my parents live now for Christmas. So that is my really long intro. Usually they're not that big and bulky, but yeah, it's been a couple weeks since I uploaded, so I wanted to keep you guys in the loop. You're currently sitting on a balsamic vinegar bottle and you keep wobbling, so I'm gonna figure out a more stable place to put you, and then I will update you guys about my studying stuff. So I have been actually studying with Anki recently. My friend Jeevan, who is also applying to medical school, kind of introduced me to it. I knew Anki was a thing, but I just never downloaded the app, and I just like literally never got to it. But a couple weeks ago, or maybe a week ago, he oh, I just got an email about my research paper, but we met at a coffee shop and he showed me how to use it, and so I'm gonna start using that to study sometimes and try and use it every day because that's what it's meant to be for. Yeah, so I've been using Anki, so I'm gonna do Anki for about an hour, and then I'll have to eat something because I did wake up late today, so it's not very early in the morning. It's like 11 o'clock right now, so I'll be eating some food pretty soon here. But let's check out what my teacher said about my research paper. And it was good. It was good information. I was just reading it, but let's see what she says, and then I will update you guys later. So I worked on Anki for about 30 minutes, but then I realized that, so basically one of my professors has a requirement that we meet with her twice during the semester, and so I still need to get my second meeting in, and she's holding office hours at 12 and it's 11:50, so I'm gonna hop on to her office hours at 12 to get my second meeting in for the semester. All right, you guys, so I just got out of my second meeting. It was so funny. There was like 40 people there. So it's just funny because I know every single one of them were just trying to get their requirement, just like me. So, I finished my coffee and I'm hungry now. So I think I'm gonna actually make something that we have here. It's like a cauliflower mac and cheese. And then I'm going to go get a smoothie and we will chat and answer some questions. We got our Christmas tree this weekend and we haven't had time to decorate it yet, but I'm just obsessed with real Christmas trees because they smell so good. So I can't wait to get this decorated, and we'll probably do it in a vlog later on. Not today's video, but another one you guys will see. I'm pretty sure I'm answering some questions about my boyfriend in today's video, but this was actually done by Barrett. He's an artist, and what's really cool is this is a cabinet door that was at my old house in Florida, where we all grew up, where me and my siblings and parents all grew up. I lived in Florida till I was 18, and so when we were moving, my mom just didn't want to leave this behind because it has like our heights, all of us growing up. And yeah, so there's me in 2012, and you can see Henry and Lola and Libby, my other sister. And so my mom didn't want to leave this behind, so she actually took this cabinet door off of the cabinet or whatever and gave it to Barrett to paint something. And Barrett painted this beautiful tree, and each little bird represents one of my parents or one of my siblings. So this is Lola, and she's like flapping because Lola, my little sister, is very loud. This is Henry, and he's this just like bird who's just sitting there, not bothering anyone. My brother's really quiet. And then I think this is supposed to be me, little red pink bird. And then my sister, who is sort of like my brother, kind of quiet, but really just a great caretaker. And then my two parents are at the top. It's funny because Barrett didn't know which parent he should put on a higher branch, so he just put them both on like the same level branch, if that makes sense, because he was like, I didn't want to put your mom on top, but I also didn't want to put your dad on top, so I put them on the same level. And I just thought that was really funny. But my parents and family are obsessed with that painting, and we are definitely going to cherish it forever. So that was a little tangent, but let's go make some lunch now. All right, so this is what we're making today. Let's see if it's good. Oh, also, I totally forgot I can work at this table now. Because last time I was here, this room was my mom's office, and she was always in here working. But my parents kind of redid the basement, so now my mom's office is in the basement. And so now we have a dining room, and I could totally sit in here and do my work and stuff. I've been doing it over here at this kitchen table, which I love these windows and stuff, but I don't really like the tablecloth because it like moves a lot, so I kind of just want like a plain wood table. So maybe I'll work in there now.
So basically, you're probably like, where are you? I'm in like, so I made a video like...
Alright you guys, I'm getting slightly ready. I get a lot of questions about these earrings. They're from Old Navy. I know, isn't that crazy? I got them actually for Black Friday last year. Oh, and I'm also gonna wear this scarf. It's actually a Louis Vuitton scarf that I got for Christmas from my aunt last year, and I always forget that I have it, but I shouldn't forget because this is definitely the most bougie thing I own. Also guys, look, it took me 3 years, but I finally have 5 saved up Lush products. Basically, if you bring in an empty container, 5 empty containers, you can get a free full-sized face mask. I just saved all my containers from the last 3 years and I finally have 5. That's exciting and something to know if you purchase from Lush. Hi guys, so it's actually a couple days later. I filmed this Q&A when I was filming this vlog and the audio was just not it. I kept my car on and I shouldn't have, so we're gonna re-record it right now. I feel like I screenshotted a good amount that will cover a lot of bases, so hopefully this answers a lot of you guys' questions. I know that even though I'm very vocal in my vlogs, I don't necessarily like explicitly answer questions, and so I thought this video would be helpful. Okay, so first I wanted to answer, I got a few questions about my boyfriend Barrett, which I wasn't really expecting, but I guess it makes sense because he's not on my videos that much, and that's both intentional and unintentional. Unintentional because we are long distance. He lives in Minnesota and I live in Tennessee, and so we see each other about once a month, so naturally he's just gonna be on my vlogs less because I don't live in the same state as him, but we've been dating for over 3 years and he's amazing. So that's the unintentional reason. The intentional reason is that when I am with him, I like to be very like mindful and not be on my video camera and my phone the whole time, just because that time is very valuable with him. Yeah, and we're at a waiting stage right now. We're just trying to figure out where I'm gonna go to medical school because he is a working artist and he needs to live somewhere where art can thrive. So if I get into a medical school that is in the middle of nowhere, while that will be great and fine with me, it won't necessarily be great and fine for his art career and his art business. So we're just kind of waiting and trying to figure out what we're gonna do, but we really can't figure anything out until I get some answers. So yep, his name's Barrett and he's awesome. So a lot of people asked me, which is very kind, a lot of people asked me, how are you doing mentally with medical school apps? I know it's long and hard, so I wanted to check in. And a lot of you guys were just asking, like, how are you really doing? I'm doing well considering, you know, like considering what 2020 has been, considering this waiting stage of life I'm in, considering studying for an MCAT and just getting an average score. There's a lot of things to be grateful for, but considering I'm doing pretty well. And that being said though, I can very vividly and clearly think of other times in my life where I've been much more happy and much more motivated. I am feeling a little bit like drained, not even really drained like physically, but just drained emotionally. Like I just want answers, and I feel like the 3, that was another question, it was like, what's your Enneagram? I'm a 3, and so the 3 in me always wants to have a plan, wants to know what my next goal is, like what passion I can work on next. And when you're kind of at a waiting point in your life, that's really hard to do. And so like I used to hate summers when I was little because I wouldn't be in school and I wouldn't have a consistent schedule. Like I love continual learning and consistent schedules, and so I'm just tired of being in this phase and I want to get out of it, and so that has been hard on my mental health. But at the same time, I have so much to be grateful for, and I'm really good about reminding myself of those things every day. And I also have a great passion for what I'm doing, and so since that passion is there, I'm just at the end of the day okay with waiting, because I'm like, I know I want to do medicine, I'm so excited about medicine, so the only thing I can do is wait, and I just have to do my best to find the positives in that. So I really liked this question because I actually think about it a lot, but I've never been asked it before. And it's, are you nervous to pursue medicine? I'm not nervous. And there's like a car. Sorry, there was a beeper thing. But what I was saying is like, I'm not nervous because I think I'm gonna be the most amazing doctor. I have a great memory, I'll never get anything wrong. That's not the reason I'm not nervous. The reason I'm not nervous is because I know myself and I know what I'm good at. So I'm not, for example, gonna become a surgeon because I just know myself and I don't see myself being a surgeon. So yeah, I'm just not gonna put myself in positions where I know I would not be the best fit. And so for that reason, I trust myself enough to know that I'm not nervous to pursue medicine, if that makes sense. I will say I used to be a little bit nervous about pursuing medicine because I had that thought. I was like, what if I actually end up not being good at everything? But then I realized after speaking to friends that are going to medical school and my parents and stuff, is like, going to medical school doesn't mean you have to be good at everything. It means that you have to have a dedication to learning and an intense fervor for understanding, and that is something I have. So I'm not nervous to pursue medicine because I know I won't put myself in positions long term that I don't see myself benefiting others or thriving in that specific specialty, if that makes sense. What's your Enneagram? My Enneagram is 3. I'm like the biggest 3 that you can guess. I will say I don't necessarily think I love to have attention. Like that definitely doesn't make sense because I have a YouTube channel, but I like having a YouTube channel because it's like a creative outlet. But if you see me at like in classes or if you see me in family gatherings, I'm usually the more quiet one, which might surprise people, but everything else pretty much I definitely identify with. So another question was, what will you do if you don't get into medical school for your gap year? Travel, work, etc. So I'll probably do a combination of both of those things. Literally nothing is set in plan, but in the back of my head I've kind of been like pondering what I would do. And if COVID allows, I would love to study abroad. At that point, I wouldn't be studying abroad because I'll be graduated from college, but I'll find some sort of internship or job in Europe. And for the other like little bit, I'll probably work and save money and live with my parents because honestly, I need to save money. Also retake the MCAT. So I don't know necessarily how that would work out, but retake the MCAT, obviously reapply to medical school, hopefully go to Europe and do something there like an internship, and save money is like my 4 main goals if I don't get into medical school the first cycle. I liked this question too. Are you sad about the thought of leaving the place you've been living at for school? So if you guys are new here, I've lived in the same house with pretty much the same people for the last 3 years. Only my freshman year was not lived there. I lived in a dorm my freshman year, and I will be very sad, but mostly because of the people there, not really for any other reason. I'm kind of obsessed with the idea of living alone. I'm obsessed with the idea of furnishing my own apartment, and like I also just really, that kind of goes with the attention thing, like I just love being alone. I definitely love my friends. I don't know where I would be without them, but I love being alone. And so especially with like how much I'll be studying in medical school, I don't want to have to worry about like asking my roommate to be quiet because I'll be studying. I kind of just want to have my own space. Hopefully my boyfriend can live nearby, but I don't plan on like moving in with my boyfriend when medical school starts. I want to hopefully live by myself, but obviously money has to allow that. So you guys might see me end up living with people, but that's probably just going to be because of money. But if I had it my way, I would at least spend my first year of medical school in my own apartment. Do you ever struggle with measuring your worth based on your school successes? I would say I definitely did my first 2 years of college, but that was only because like school and my grades was the only thing I had going for me. Like all I was doing was studying and taking exams and going home for breaks and then coming back, doing classes and taking more exams. I wasn't a narrative medicine major. I had no idea what narrative medicine was. So I was just like a neuroscience major. I wasn't necessarily passionate about neuroscience. I knew I was passionate about science, but not necessarily neuroscience, so I didn't really feel connected to my major. I wasn't a part of very many clubs. And so yeah, it's hard to not put your worth in everything when you only do like one thing. So when I got back into YouTube, when I created and defended my own major, when I did my film internship at a hospital in Minnesota, when I started pursuing things that aren't necessarily connected to a grade, I became so much happier because my worth was like evenly balanced throughout multiple things I'm passionate about. Whenever you see yourself putting your passion all in one box, that's when you're gonna start like feeling like your worth is based off of that one big box. But now, like for example, when I did average on the MCAT, you know what helped the blow was my YouTube. I was like, you know what? I got a mediocre MCAT score, but I have a whole YouTube channel that I'm just so passionate about and that I built and I made myself. And so that kind of like helped lessen the blow of my mediocre MCAT score. And so that's my advice for you, is just to like, if you see yourself really putting your value in one area, try getting into a new hobby or something that's not affiliated with that particular area. Hopefully that helps. Oh, this one's also cute. Where did I meet my boyfriend? So I actually met him at a music festival in Alabama. It was Hangout Music Festival. It's like a music festival that's on the beach. And I'm 5'11" to 6 foot. I've heard both before from doctors, so I'm one of those. So I'm like really tall. And so I don't usually have trouble seeing over people at concerts, but Barrett, my boyfriend, is like 6'5", and so I ended up behind him at a concert. And so I was like going like this the whole time because I couldn't see. I was like, this is what it feels like to be a short girl. But he noticed me like trying to see over him, and he was like, you can get in front of me. I got in front of him and we ended up talking. And when we started talking, I was expecting him to say like, I'm a business major from Alabama. But he was like, I'm an artist from Minnesota. And I was like, it was just so cute. And it's really corny like when I tell the story, but I still think it's like the cutest story. When will you give us a med school / MCAT update? I've been waiting for so long. I know, it's not even like it's definitely intentional, but it's not like oh, I don't want to tell my YouTube subscribers. It's more just like me protecting myself. I mean, I can say that I did very average on the MCAT. I'm still not going to say my score, but I am gonna start restudying for it because I don't have an acceptance yet. I have been given opportunities, but I do not have an acceptance yet. And so here soon, I'm gonna have to start restudying for the MCAT, just assuming that I'm not gonna get in, because I don't want it to be like March or May and I still don't have an acceptance and I need to retake my MCAT. So I'm gonna start restudying for my MCAT here soon. So that's like my update. We don't know where I'm going yet, and it's like really sad and also stressful, but I just know I'll end up where I need to be, and if I have to take a gap year, I'll make something amazing out of it, so it'll be absolutely fine either way. Oh, I wanted to answer this question. Advice for career exploration / networking. Really, any job you get. Don't go on LinkedIn. Like, I'm sorry if I'm calling some people out, but don't message businesses on LinkedIn. And furthermore, don't even seek out like job openings on the internet. Like, find a company you're passionate about, and better yet, multiple companies you're passionate about, and you contact them. Find their email, find the boss's telephone number, find the CEO's email and telephone number. You need to put yourself in the position to like seek out a job, because I just know of so many different, like, let's say you're a marketing major. I just know of so many amazing businesses that probably don't even have a marketing manager because they're a small business or because they're a startup. And so if you seek out and you say like, I'm a marketing major, I've done this, this, and this, and I just wanted to see if you had a marketing manager or someone to run your social media, blah, 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 because I just know I'd be perfect for this job. I'm telling you guys, almost every opportunity I've gotten in my life, I created for myself. Like, I'm the filmmaker for the school, you guys know that, but that position wasn't there when I started going to college. I literally showed up at the marketing agency and I asked them if they had a filmmaker, and I presented my case and showed them my portfolio, and they were like, I guess we do need a filmmaker, and they hired me. With my film internship at a hospital in Minnesota, I seeked out trauma-informed care specialists, adverse childhood experience specialists, like people in the public health realm and the narrative medicine realm, and I emailed as many people as I could find, and I created my internship. So just don't like think that just because something's not listed on the internet that it's not available. You have to take those things into your own hands and reach out to people and prove that you would be a valuable asset for their company. Okay, so this Q&A went way better than the other one because the other one, it was very cloudy outside too, and now it's sunny, so this was just a good idea for me to refilm this. But I'm gonna go home now and pop this little clip into the video, and so let's go back to that day. Hello humans, so it's been quite a while, but I have just been editing the video that you guys are watching, and now I'm going to start a new show. I got the 7-day free trial. Hold on, I have to carry some cereal as well, so I'll talk to you in my room. So as I was saying, my people on social media and my friends have been talking about the show The Undoing, and so I got the 7-day free trial of HBO Max, and I'm about to, I couldn't figure out how to do it like directly on my TV, so I'm out of breath from running up the stairs. So I did it on my iPad. Also, my room's very messy at this moment, but you know, we just need to let it be, you know what I'm saying? Also, look at my new wallpaper. It's very calming and I'm obsessed. Is this not just so calming? It actually is more calming in person because it's darker. But I just love the, I think this is called wheatgrass, and the dark background. I don't know. I'm obsessed. Hi guys, so I'm just editing this video in my mom's dope office. Like, have you seen a bookshelf that cool before? I have not. She has so many books. I'm literally getting a glimpse into my future. I wanted to pop in here and thank you guys so much for watching. I feel like I'm talking really loud because I have my AirPods in. Thank you guys so much for watching. Did you guys know I'm obsessed with you? Truly obsessed. I'm obsessed with you guys, and I just really go to bed as a happier person knowing that I have this community and this community feels hopefully supported by me. And yeah, I'm always thinking about you guys, always rooting you on in my head, and always trying to get back to your DMs on Instagram. I was actually recently thinking about this. I'm so excited to get 10,000 followers on Instagram so I can finally link stuff for you guys, because a lot of you guys ask me, like for example these earrings I talked about in today's video, people just ask me for links and I can't link anything on my stories until I have 10,000 Instagram followers. So definitely, if you haven't followed me on Instagram yet, go follow me because I just want to be a resource for you guys, and I just love this platform and I'm obsessed again with you guys. So let me know if you guys liked this video below. I know it was a super casual vlog, but I know I also answered some questions that you guys have been asking. But anyways, I'll see you guys soon. I'm not doing Vlogmas, but I'm gonna try very hard to upload a lot in December because December is truly my favorite month of the year. It's my birthday, I get to see my boyfriend, it's Christmas, I get to see my family, finals end, you get a break from school. Literally, what's bad about it? Can't tell you. But I'm just rambling now and I feel like I'm not in focus, so I'm gonna see you guys in my very next video. Bye!